We have done this since the beginning of time. We've always searched for more, and we've always been tempted to try to fill that huge hole inside of us. I think all of us, if we can say all humans together, are constantly on a search for more. We are constantly on a search for something better. We are constantly on a search to find something to fulfill us more than the amount that we are fulfilled right now. It's a never-ending search that I feel so many of us are caught up in. And this could be for so many different reasons, but I find that the more time goes on and the more we move forward with this life that we live, I feel like it just gets worse. The amount that we could have, the amount that we could want, the amount that we could pursue, it's just never ending. And I feel like we are losing track of time. We are losing the beauty of living presently where God has put us, because we're always looking to the future. There's nothing wrong with planning things, and there's nothing even wrong with wanting something or desiring something. But we have to constantly check our hearts on this subject. We have to constantly check, is this starting to consume me? Is this becoming so important to me? And once I achieve this thing, can I say that I'm happy now? Because most of the times, when we get this new thing that we're so excited for, this new shiny new thing, it only lasts for a minute. So let's dive into why chasing more always leaves us more empty. So the first thing we are going to go into today is advertising. And, we are led to believe that we will be so much more fulfilled than we actually are. Advertising is extremely tricky. So advertising uses cognitive psychology and other techniques to influence our thoughts and emotions, which can lead to us buying something. Advertisers and people making these advertisements and commercials and, showing off the new thing that we could buy, they've thought long and hard about how they're going to advertise this item to our society. So they will use different emotional triggers like fear or happiness or whatever to help you want the product. And this tricks our minds into thinking that this is going to be the next big thing. This is going to fulfill me, and I need this to be happy. I need this to be a good mama. I need this to be a good wife. I need this to be a good husband. I need this to be a good homemaker. Whatever the item might be, the advertising tricks us more than we think. I want to give you a few examples. So let's say that we are watching a commercial about, a new baby item that you could buy. Let's say it's a baby swing for your baby. And, the mom in the commercial, I'm totally making this up, but the mom in the commercial is holding the baby, and the baby's so tired, and she can't get the baby to sleep. Well, enter this new little baby swing, and all of a sudden, the baby's sleeping, and the baby's happy and peaceful, resting in the new baby swing, and the mom is now at peace as well. Well, something like this might be very helpful for a baby, but my point is that the advertising that they put there for the mom is exhausted, the mom is stressed, enter the new item, the mom is at peace, and the baby's at peace. And if you are an exhausted, tired new mom, you're going to jump on that and be like, I need that. That's what I need. So my point is that might have been kind of a bad example, but you get what I'm saying. This could be for any type of item on the market. And so it's really important when you are purchasing something or feeding into this new thing that you could have to question it and say, was this idea that I need this? Was it already in me? Did I already want this before I saw it? Did I already say I needed something like this before it was advertised to me? Or is it that I'm wanting it now after seeing the advertisement? Did I just get played with a little bit? Did I just get tricked into wanting this or feeling like I, quote unquote, need it? I feel like the main issue that we have a lot of the times is that we are filling a hole that only Jesus can fill. The thing is that we have this hole inside us. It is a Jesus-sized hole. And when I'm talking about searching for things to find happiness, when I'm talking about searching for things to feel complete, I'm coming on this topic from a perspective of being there, and that I actually constantly have to check my heart on this subject matter. I definitely in the past have struggled with shopping, and I get into it, and I got really addicted to it, and I was just always on this search for more. And whether we're talking about shopping, or we could be talking about pursuing, the next big career, we could be talking about chasing money. This is all about chasing more, whatever more is to you in your life. For someone, it could be shopping. For someone, it could be their job. It could be money. It could be, getting a better body and making their body, quote unquote, better with all the things we have in our society and available to us today. It's the search for more, and it is a hole that only Jesus can fill. As a Christian, I believe that we were made for Jesus to be the center of our lives. We were made for God to be right in the center of our lives. And when we feel like we're chasing more, when we feel like we can't get to this point of happiness, we're always on this hunt. It's because we're not being filled with what is supposed to fill us. It's missing. And we're constantly distracting ourselves from what we actually need. I don't know if any of you guys are listening to the Bible in a Year podcast by Father Mike Schmitz. It's amazing. I highly recommend it. A few days ago, we were on the topic of Moses trying to free the Israelites from being slaves in Egypt. So Father Mike was saying how, when Moses went to Pharaoh and he said, "Let the Israelites go," Pharaoh responded with something along the lines of, "You guys must have all this free time to worship God. I'm going to give you more work now so that you don't have time to worship God. You are so busy that you will not have a free moment to worship God." And what Father Mike said is that we are oftentimes our own pharaohs, meaning we put extra work on us. We put extra wants on us. We put the chase for more on us. And in turn, we distract ourselves from God. And we are only left more empty. And what Father Mike was saying is, we are doing this to ourselves. And what God is very clear about is that He doesn't want any of His people, any of His children, to be held captive, to be a slave to something, whether that be Pharaoh in Egypt or our own pharaohs inside of us. And when he said this, it just hit me, and I thought, man, how often have we made ourselves a slave to something, to some material thing, Again, whether that be job, money, clothes, a new house, a new car, whatever it is, the chase for more, has it become something that we are a slave to? And we're only left more empty. I thought this was really powerful. We create such high expectations that never reach what we think they will. The expectations that we reach for this new item, they never reach what we think they're going to reach. We're so happy once we receive the new thing, right? And then a couple years later, it dies off, or even a few months later. We might still like the thing, but it's no longer shiny and new. And now we need the next thing. And so I think that's something really important to remember when we're going to buy something or when we're making something a priority to chase, is to remember the fact that we need to remember how high are our expectations here. Because most likely we're setting the bar really high and we got to knock it down a few notches because, again, it's not going to fill us up the way we think it will. I think also on the hunt for more and on the chase for more, it's really easy to lose gratitude, and you can quickly find yourself not having a grateful heart anymore when we are searching for more and when we're on this chase for more. And I've noticed that this happens in my life. If there's ever something that I am feeling drawn toward or feeling like I might want this at some point in my life, I really quickly lose sight of what I actually do have. And I oftentimes have to just bring myself back to that present moment of gratitude. It's literally impossible to be unhappy when you are grateful. I think that that's another reason why we oftentimes feel more empty when we're chasing more, is because we're losing sight of what we actually have and what we have been blessed with. The amount that we could have and the amount that we could acquire in this world is just literally endless. And when you also put in the fact that we have so much to compare to nowadays with social media, we are comparing our lives to so many different types of lives. And that chase for more, that chase for what someone else has, that chase for what someone's life might look like because your life looks differently, will only leave you more empty. Because again, you're losing track of what you actually have and what you are grateful for. I think that's a really big issue in our society nowadays, is that we have so much to compare ourselves to. And, this person on this side of the world can compare her life to this person on this side of the world. Completely different finances, completely different lives, completely different culture. And we're stuck comparing ourselves. And it's just not supposed to be that way. I want to read you guys off of, it's in Wisdom of Solomon 13, verse 3 through, we're going to go 3 through 9. And it says, "If through delight in the beauty of these things, people assumed them to be gods, let them know how much better than these is their Lord, for the author of beauty created them. And if people were amazed at their power in working, let them perceive from them how much more powerful is the one who formed them. For from the greatness and beauty of created things comes a corresponding perception of their Creator. Yet these people are little to be blamed, for perhaps they go astray while seeking God and desiring to find Him. For while they live among His works, they keep searching, and they trust in what they see, because the things that are seen are beautiful. Yet again, not even they are to be excused. For if they had the power to know so much that they would investigate the world, how did they fail to find sooner the Lord of these things?" When I read this the other day, this is another thing that it hit me. When it says, for while they live among His works, they keep searching, and they trust in what they see, because the things that they see are beautiful. That's the thing, is so many things in our world look so beautiful. They look so tempting. They look like something that's going to make us happy, whether we're perceiving it to be that way or it's just something that's physically beautiful. It looks beautiful, but is it beautiful? Is it beautiful in the eyes of God? And this is another reason why I feel like chasing more leaves us more empty, is because maybe this goes into the area of how advertising is and how our high expectations can be. You know, things look so beautiful and they look so desiring and they look so good. And it's like, we got to bring ourselves back and say, maybe I'm being deceived here. And then when it says, yet again, not even they are to be excused, for if they had the power to know so much that they could investigate the world, how did they fail to find sooner the Lord of these things? That's really convicting. If we have so much time on our hands, if we have so much power to investigate so many things of this world, so many things that we could chase, the hunt for more, how are we failing to find the Lord of these things? This hit me, and I wanted to share that in this video. So thank you guys for joining me today, and I'll see you in my next video. Until next time, take care, guys. Bye. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe so you can see every time I post a new video. Thank you guys for being here, and I'll see you in my next one. God bless.